Uh, it's a little bit cold today, but don't worry. By last week, it was a very beautiful day. For those of you who are traveling Korea, I hope you enjoy your stay. And it is a very beautiful city. And in particular, this region, where this hotel resides, is a very, very beautiful region, very traditional places. And Cheonggyecheon, our president made. And I hope you enjoy your time. What I'm going to talk about today is about the information security. As you know, as we are living in the world with the internet economy, and the security is a critical infrastructure, and it is an everlasting issue. And there are many, many threats and attacks which are going on. So I believe we need a more global collaboration and in the private sector as well as the public sector. So I'll talk about these issues today. First of all, let me talk about the story of the world we are living today. Probably this is one of the big changes of paradigms. As you may be aware, smartphones and the social networks such as Facebook and Twitter, and already digitized content and the information and infrastructure, also a cloud. So we are reshaping our IT infrastructure. And the issue is how to create values and efficiencies and how intelligent systems, which means the more innovation, and also how to make it secure. These are our issues we are facing, most enterprise and companies are facing these days. Smartphone has evolved from the PC and the internet and also cell phones with more features of the intelligence and location-based intelligence and so on. But when this was announced, in particular iPhone was announced, there were already many web services like social networks and Web 2.0 and so on. So we are already used to that. And as the iPhone has been introduced, many applications are being developed. And also we already have many digitized infrastructures, many databases and inventory systems and marketing systems and CRMs and so on. So as Apple opened a new kind of a business framework, they call it App Store. So anybody can build applications and business values, which means that together with its open systems. And this is not just a smartphone, it's getting expanded to smart TVs and PCs and e-books and tablet PCs and so on. So the keywords these days is more from the hardware systems to more of a software and content-focused systems. We call it more platforms and software-oriented platforms. The second thing is more of open and collaboration, which means that most of the database and the information systems have been open and it can be accessed. So this is more of a very interesting world we are living today. So basically, for most three axes of development is more on the application store side, also more website services. And so when you see it on the device platform side, it is more intelligent and more secure, and which are more we can empower the devices. And on the service side, it's more social network and web service and cloud and things. So our homework is how to build business barriers in between. So how to make it accountable and secure and intelligent. I think this is the issues that we are contemplating, most of the CEOs and public sector people, and how to build this society together. So I totally agree with Mr. Yoon about his statement about that this is the day of empowering people. This is correct, because I think the history of the world, that this is the first time that each individual has a very powerful device and powerful to get the information. So from the national economy base, from the industrial revolution age, we built the more nation-based economy and more bureaucratic society. However, this is a people power age, so each individual has power and more open and more information is more available. So this, I believe this is the world that we are facing today. So IT is being embedded in many places. Somebody call it IT Big Bang, and somebody call it the convergence, in the social convergence. and convergence of the information technology and liberal arts and home and enterprise and so on. From now for the next 5 to 10 years, we are going to change it, reshape our lifestyles and the business process in a great scale. So in terms of the IT security, it is a very challenging technique, challenging word. When you first look at the malware, it started with the computer virus. Now it's a more sophisticated thing. So, for example, for the last, AhnLab has been the leading antivirus, anti-malware software company in Korea. And for the last 3 months, the malware that we have collected is more than the malware that we have collected for the last 10 to 15 years. So substantially and exponentially increasing. And from 2005, the malware has been quite focused on the organized crime. It's nowadays about 80% of the malware is Trojans, whose purpose is to steal the information or steal the private information, company confidentials, and so on. So it is the kind of a fight and struggle between the bad guys and good guys. And for current IT threat trends, it can be some of the keywords that I want to make. I want to state is the following. First of all, hacking tools is nowadays like a general market commodity product. So in U.S. and Europe these days, in the financial sector, especially e-banking areas, there's a very famous hacking tool called the Jails. Jails is being manufactured by some unknown hacker. Last week there was a very famous tweeter being announced that the one who made the Jails has retired. I'm not sure what means they retire. But anyway, Jails is one of the top brands among the botnets, which are already intimidating in the many internet banking areas, especially in Western banking and with the England and the Western Europe area. And so, in other words, nowadays hacking tools are being sold as like we are being sold like other commodity products. And second thing is that they are being easily accessed and very easily deployed and being easily implemented. For example, some jailbreaker of the iPhones and the smartphones, you can see it in the YouTube, and with just one slide, you can do the hacking. And very easily updated. Also, as PCs and endpoint devices and many devices are being networked with a broadband environment, hackers doesn't have to get into the network systems, which are very, very difficult to get in. So they are doing the kind of day tour of the endpoint systems or web systems, which are quite more open and more vulnerable. So this is most of the cyber hacking is based on the malwares. In 10 years ago, the virus makers and the network hackers have a different talent and a different skill set. However, these days, most of the hackers are using malwares to get into the system. And so they are using very multidimensional threats, and they are globally organized, not just one country. For example, most of the malwares and the hackings which are being obsessed in Korea, most of them are not from Korea in-house, from all over the world. So in other words, without global collaboration, it is kind of very difficult to root out these problems. And when you see from the scope of the IT infrastructure, where first 10 years ago we just built a wall like firewalls and the PC protections and so on. That was enough because you don't have to. You just protect your system and just open the gate to get outside the internet world. So that was enough. However, as the PC is more connected and the broadband is connected and more web is available, they just attack the web or more of the PCs or server systems and or manning the middle and manning the browser attacks. So they are using any points which are vulnerable. So, and also other thing is that in the production line for semiconductor plants or many infrastructure facility, they are targeted attacks. This has been the outside scope of many IT systems. About a couple of months ago, there is a news that U.S. has attacked the nuclear plant of the Iran using Stuxnet, and Stuxnet has been one of the very top news among the barriers. I'm not sure how real it is.